And welcome to Batman Vengeance. This was a real friend to get running. I'm sorry, I don't like starting off videos with rants, but this was so annoying. Because I did everything right. I did my due diligence. I installed this game about 3 days before I'm recording it, tested it, and it worked fine. This morning, I sat down to record, and nothing worked. I have reinstalled this game 4 times. I have gone onto 2 separate virtual machines, Windows 95 and Windows XP, and installed it from a disk, and nothing has worked. And then randomly, I reinstalled it on my normal machine using a Repack for the 5th time, and it booted up. I don't know what's going on with this game, but I'm terrified that if I Alt-Tab or quit, it will never start again. So I'm taking the opportunity now. I've been sitting at my desk for an hour and a half today trying to get this game running. That's even more than usual for the nightmares I play on this show. Let's all take a deep breath together and relax. Get into the headspace of playing a fun game from the early 2000s. I have to say right off the bat, I think this intro screen is very pretty. I know that doesn't really mean anything for the rest of the game's quality, but it's very nice to look at. I'm terrified of looking at these options, because if it requires a restart, I'm not using them. Oh my god, those are some controls. It feels like a game that might not have any mouse controls, so maybe I want these spread out, but delete is an insane key for action. First flaw of this game that I can find, aside from having to remake the controls to make it look okay, I have not pressed the left control key here. I pressed the right Alt key, but it doesn't really recognize that. Fine. I should say, the reason I'm playing this game at all, because it's not exactly a famous or notable game, is because I have already played this for about 25 minutes when I was 6. This is one of those games from my childhood, and there aren't too many, that baby Dreya played and couldn't really figure out. The controls were just too much for me as a 6-year-old, and I just gave up. I was bought this as a gift, I believe. A well-meaning grandparent or aunt or something like that bought me a CD of this game, and I plugged it into my probably Windows XP machine at the time and was baffled. Considering what it's based on, and that'll be coming up in a little infographic soon, I'm sure, I might get more enjoyment out of this than I would have as a child. Let's enter the game. And we're in! I can run around. I'm a Batman. Ooh, it's very crisp, isn't it? I am playing a modern patch of this game, which adds in widescreen support and higher resolutions. This is crisp and nice looking for when it came out. I believe this game came out in maybe 2000. This looks good. Look at those cape physics. They're only a little bit broken, and for 2000, that's impressive. A little bit broken is good enough. Batman Vengeance is a 2001 action game developed and published by Ubisoft. I had no idea Ubisoft used to be 2 separate words. Specifically, it was made by Ubisoft Montreal, of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Splinter Cell fame. The studio was founded in 1997 by French mega company Ubisoft, because they wanted to expand into international markets. They decided on Montreal and Quebec, because it's full of French speakers while still essentially being in America. Sorry Canadians, that's from Ubisoft CEO CEO Yanis Malat.
It is very convenient for us to be able to talk the same language with creators in France, and at the same time, the people in Quebec are close to the North American market.
Jesus Christ. Even for me, that's rough. Initially, they were tasked with developing low-budget children's games like Alex Builds His Farm and Laura's Happy Adventures, as well as a handful of licensed Disney products. I suppose this game slots into that era as well. Shortly after this, though, they released Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell and Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, which started them on their trajectory of making large-budget AAA titles. Ubisoft Montreal sort of dominated the gaming world for a while, and still do to a certain extent. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Watch Dogs, and Rainbow Six quickly became some of the most popular series on the planet, and their influence on big studio releases can't be overstated. For a long time, every AAA studio was making generic open-world games where you have to liberate towers and unveil map sections, while button mash parkouring around nameless goons. I think most of them are sludge. Ooh, there's like noir-style intro credits. I run a little bit goofily, don't I? Mr. Batman here. It's not the most graceful run in the world. I'm imagining I can glide. Yes! Like a bat does. Well, bats don't really glide. They're the only mammals capable of true flight. It's very dark. I might up the brightness at some point. But it's a Batman game. It's meant to be dark. Press the space key to jump. The longer you hold the key, the higher you'll jump. That's very nice as well, honestly, just as an accessibility thing. That was not the space key originally, but they changed it to say space key. I have played plenty of games that when you rebind the controls do not actually reflect that in the tutorialization. The camera is already making me worried because the camera has a fairly significant lag on it. You can't control the camera. I have movement and that's it. So if I want to turn around, like, it's a while before I can actually see what's in front of me. We'll deal with it. I'm sure the developers built around this. Oh, it's Dishonored. I can ledge grab. I don't know why I say that every time. Anytime there's ledge grabbing, I go, oh, it's Dishonored. That wasn't the first game with ledge grabbing. I've fallen down a big hole. I don't know if that was what I was meant to do. Use the E key to climb up or down a ladder. I wish I could climb that quick. Probably could have when I was a child. I used to climb all the time when I was a kid. Around when I was playing this game, I would climb constantly. I would climb up big walls and climb trees and jump around. When was the last time you climbed watching this? When was the last time you felt that sort of joy? It might be last week, I don't know. I don't know how you live. Green goo. I feel as if I was meant to go quicker through this already because the music has stopped and I feel like it's meant to be more urgent. As long as the credits keep rolling, I feel like I'm in the right place. Is that the woman? That's the woman! I imagine I'm meant to rescue that woman. That's Batman's whole thing. That and beating up the poor. Every Batman story starts with him beating up some poor people before getting onto the proper villains. Use the E key to open a door when in front of it. Pay attention to messages following a locked door. Some will give hints on how to open them. It's not even locked. You could have stopped me a little bit more. Unless this is a trap. Well, yeah. Even I could get that. Oh no, am I supposed to run away with this woman? Kick open the door. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, I can't really see, so this is gonna be rough. Help. What do I do here? Can I jump past the bomb? Yes, I can. We'll get you out of here. It can't be that big a bomb. Maybe it's that big a bomb. It's only got a few barrels attached to it, and I'm assuming I'm running throughout this cutscene. Or not. Action! It's so lame, I love it. It looks so awkward. Okay, it did rock. I think I remember reading that if you're that close to a shockwave, your organs have already liquefied. But it's a cartoon, whatever. Maybe take her to a hospital instead of just laying her on the ground. Untie her first, that does make sense. Press the E key when near a flashing object to pick it up. We are in the middle of a lot of fire. I really don't think she should be here. Or us. It's Batman, he's probably fireproof. It depends on the type of Batman we're dealing with here. I think the cartoon Batman was very gadgety and, oh, I have fireproof cape powers and stuff like that.
Mary had a little boy whose neck was in the noose. For every payment Mary misses, Joker lies over you. If you live through this, you get one more chance. 5 million or Toby takes out the now. Jay.
Where'd she go? Was that a quirk of the engine or did she actually disappear? It's always hard to tell with old games. Don't know how I feel about that Batmobile. Kinda just looks like a concept car from Lamborghini.
Run a profile on this woman. Her name's Mary Flynn.
Sure. Is she in some kind of trouble?
It's the Joker. And maybe more. Something about this woman doesn't add up. I'm gonna work on the obstacle course. Run Alfred's training program for me.
Sure thing.
A note on the voice acting. This is my definitive Batman, but I hadn't figured that out yet when I was 6 or 7. This cast is still what I think of when I think of Batman. I hadn't watched these cartoons when I was a kid. I was never really that into superhero stuff, and still am not. But as an adult, I went back and watched Batman the Animated Series and loved it. I thought it was actually fantastic. For a kids show, it is still solidly a kids show, but I really liked it. I had a great time. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. And since then, I think Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill and whoever the hell else is voicing all these characters, they are what I think of now as the definitive versions of these characters. He said something about Alfred doing a thing, like running a training program. I believe I have memories of this being the point where I gave up on the game, because I found the next bit so annoying. So let's see if that holds up.
Good evening, Master Bruce. I hope you're managing to scrape by despite my absence. I took the liberty of recording one of our training sessions. Trust you will find it useful. We'll begin with a bit of bat grapple training. If you'll be so kind as to activate the grapple.
When the grapple icon next to your health bar blinks, it means you are able to grapple. Enter first person mode by pressing and holding the slash key to freeze the game and change weapons. In first person, to change weapons, press the number keys related to the different weapons, or use A and D to cycle through your gadgets while holding the slash key. This already seems fantastically awkward. I already see where 6-year-old Dreya was coming from. Electric batarang, a stunner, nets, remote charge, bat grapple. Use bat grapple. There we go.
Very good, sir. Once the grapple is aimed at a suitable target, the crosshairs turn red and you may fire at your leisure. Of course, you're still free to move about while the grapple is activated. When the cord has entirely retracted, the grapple will automatically release. I'd strongly suggest retrieving your equipment from the higher platforms before we continue with training.
How do I look up and down in order to... How does this work then? I have the bat grapple out, but I don't know how to look up. I don't think it told me. Space doesn't do anything. Did he tell me just now and I'm that dumb? Oh god, maybe I haven't changed since I was 6. Space makes me... I can crouch. I can sort of waddle by doing that. E, Q... What? I'm looking at the manual. Something I... Oh, I can use the mouse in this mode! The mouse hasn't come into it once so far! God damn it. I've bat grappled.
Ah, you've uncovered some bat cuffs. Well done. A little restraint can go a long way. You can avoid a fight altogether by sneaking up behind an adversary with a pair of cuffs. Also, by leaving him cuffed once you've knocked a criminal down, you can be sure he won't come back to pester you.
Yeah, just testing in case I missed it. The mouse doesn't do anything else. I can't control the camera or move or anything with the mouse. Down here, please. Ooh, Christ!
Ah, good, batarangs. Of course you know how useful they are. Much better for disarming an enemy than knocking him out. Of course, with a little diligence and a handful of batarangs, You probably could render a grown man unconscious, but it is a bit wasteful.
Don't tell me how to live.
Very good, sir. You may want to use your cape for the return to ground level. By stretching it taut, you can glide quite a distance.
I get that it makes the game start off on a better foot, but it is a little weird to have the tutorial after the opening of the game.
Good show, Master Bruce. We'll move right along now to the use of the batarang. To strike with enough precision to knock a weapon from a man's hand, you'll need to take careful aim.
What I might do is put the first person mode on one of the side buttons of my mouse. This was not an option for 6-year-old Dreya, because the mouse they were using had a ball in the bottom of it, and 2 buttons, if that.
With a little practice, you can strafe around your target without losing your aim. Once you have your target in your sights, the crosshairs turn red. You can practice your aim on these posts. Aim for the bullseyes.
Nope, never mind. I can't assign things to the mouse buttons. Ah! Can't even do like right mouse click or anything like that. The mouse is just for aiming. I think I did it. Now I can wander around in first person.
Very good, Master Bruce. Perhaps now we should brush up on your fisticuffs, as it's so often the only common language between criminals and justice. Of course, you have a wide variety of the martial arts at your disposal. Perhaps you could practice a few attacks on the training post. You may find some of your opponents a smidgen more clever than a metal post. A healthy defense will make sure you're still standing after your opponent has been defeated.
I don't like your tone. I've always found you a bit of an annoying character, to be honest. You're very posh, and I think you were in like MI6 or something. You're probably evil.
There are few men in the world as skilled in as wide a variety of martial arts as you, Master Bruce. But there is only so much you could practice at home.
Guard. That's the guard button. I can block with my spiky arm gauntlets.
Nicely done, Master Bruce. But fighting is not always the healthiest option. As you well know, with deep shadows and a little caution, you can slip past most opponents without resorting to your fists. If you hug the walls, you'll have a better chance of staying in the shadows and out of sight. By staying close, you can peer around corners without revealing yourself. A little foresight and a batarang or two can be a striking combination, as you can take aim around corners without revealing your position. Let's try a small test. Use your stealth skills to slip past this sentry post. If you can turn it off by the switch on the opposite side of the room, you'll have beaten the challenge.
This might have been the point, because I remember very little about this game, because honestly it was within the next 5 to 10 minutes I stopped playing forever. But I remember something about some sort of metal post with a laser attached being really frustrating to tiny me. Might have also been something to do with gliding, I can't remember. We'll see. I just remember a sense of impotent frustration, which is a lot of my childhood. Batman is a fictional rich man named Bruce Wayne who dresses up as a bat and punches people very hard because someone murdered his parents. These people include clowns, environmentalists, Jack the Ripper, and the poor. He first appeared in 1939, albeit with a less familiar look, including red tights, in Detective Comics issue 27, created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, who was unfairly snubbed on credit for many years until a lawsuit by his granddaughter forced DC to add a byline in 2015. Batman was inspired by pulp heroes like Zorro and was written as a master detective and martial artist. He was initially a gritty boy who killed people with guns, but the tone eventually lightened and became more what we associate with the character today. In 1966, the undisputed peak of the character came when the Adam West TV series made Batman into a velvet-wearing goof who earnestly tells children to wear seatbelts. Unfortunately, this couldn't last, and subsequent writers made him grittier and grittier, until we ended up with a mascara-flooded Robert Pattinson gurning to Nirvana in 2022. Was there any point in explaining Batman to an audience that watches my videos? And then just kind of go, whoop. Okay, well that's an issue. I can't go any further here. Can I maybe better grapple my way up? Hang on. I cannot back grapple here, annoyingly. I guess that would defeat the point. Press E. What?
Terribly sorry, sir, but the object of the exercise is to avoid detection. I'm afraid you'll have to begin again.
Oh, it puts me here. But I'm meant to go around this way? But there's like bright lights there. And it looks like it's clipping right into the wall. Ah, whatever. I see why Tiny Me was annoyed.
Very good, sir. We'll move on to one final training
This is
sequence.
the-
This one
this
to
is the
perfect your
moment.
freefall. The challenge is to use your cape to slow or speed your fall as necessary. Trust yourself to grapple back to safety before you reach bottom.
I have a vivid memory that's just unlocked from my brain of tiny Dreya trying this about 25 times before shutting down the computer and walking outside. Let's see if I can beat them. Fall in a hole, catch myself with a grapple. Easy. Oh, he just yeets himself. Are the youths still saying yeet? Free-fall controls. Press the E key to dive faster. Press the space key to slow down. Use those to move. Easy enough. Yep, we're diving. We're going woo. And then seems like it's going basically fine. Where am I going?
Terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to begin again.
What? What do you mean? I didn't get an option to grapple at any point there, did I? I'm speeding up, I'm slowing down. It's all good. Can I...
Terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to begin again.
It did say! I'm not going insane. I really feel like I might be sometimes. Get low and then see if you can grapple back up. But I'm not seeing the little symbol that says grapple time. Like, I can't change over to the gadget menu or anything. If I go slow and... No, that's... I don't... What?
Terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to begin again.
How and why? What do you want from me? Oh god, I'm not any better. This is a horrible realization. I'm no better or smarter than I was when I was 6. Like, what am I... Is it so plain... Is it really obvious what I'm meant to do there and I'm just blind? What am I doing? I can't select any items or do anything. I can speed up and slow down and that's it. Guard, Q, E.
Terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to begin again. Terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid you'll have to begin again.
Maybe I'll just go as quickly as possible? Maybe I'm supposed to reach the water before... What was that? Oh, I was catching something that whole time? I thought that was just a
Wonderful,
rock
sir.
down
That
below.
completes our training. You've done splendidly, Master Bruce. You never cease to amaze. I pity the criminal who comes between you and justice. If you need any more assistance, you'll always find Batgirl dutifully answering her communicator.
Fine. Well, I don't know if Baby Me ever figured that out, so I'm already one up.
Well, Toby was reported kidnapped to the police 4 days ago. Before that, nothing. Didn't go to school. Wasn't even born. Same goes for Mary. I've got an address on the apartment she just moved into, and that's it.
That's impossible. Nothing else at all?
Not a thing. I don't know if you can save these people, Batman. They're already ghosts.
Take a break and play a while, doo-dah, doo-dah. Guarantee I'll make you smile, oh, the doo-dah day.
Not now, Pooh. My audience who waits. After that, we're home free. Our friend in tights takes the bait, takes a dive, and then we string him up and drop him in the drink. Any questions?
Yeah, well, boss, a couple of the guys and I were thinking that since we're fighting the bat and all that, maybe we're not getting paid as much as we should. I mean, when I was working for the Penguin, we were getting benefits in a 401k.
Well, now you're working for Mr. J, you chowderhead. You'll do what he says and take what he gives and hope it is not a bullet.
Baby, you're the best.
And we're into the next level, apparently. Good stuff. Like I said, I like the show quite a bit. I don't know if it's really transmitting the tone that well in the cutscenes, but whatever. I believe they are the exact same cast between the show and the game. They got everyone back. Weirdly, multiple people in this cast are dead, despite it being quite a recent thing. I mean, it's only 25 years old. Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, my favourite Batman, is dead. Arlene Sorkin, the person playing Harley Quinn, is also dead. Tara Strong as Batgirl and Mark Hamill as the Joker. They may as well be dead, considering the things they've said. Now, why isn't it going into stealth mode? There we go. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. The punch and stealth key are the same key. I can look around the corner in a sort of vague sense. Batman can look around the corner here. I can't. I can't move the camera. Oh. And looking around the corner makes it worse visually. My heart rate elevated about 15 beats per second there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll handcuff him. I don't know how many handcuffs I have.
What the...
I don't think you're meant to do it that way. I've always heard that you're meant to handcuff people behind their back, because you can still do quite a lot of damage with your hands in front of you. Also, it's not like you've shackled him or anything. He can still run around and go get help. I don't know if the stealth is going to be the greatest option for me. That almost looks cool. Ooh, I hear old-timey jazz and a gun! Very bad. Didn't like that at all. Arguably, I should have bataranged him, but at the same time, he was shooting at me. So it seemed a bit late. In order to batarang and disarm him, I would have had to go to Q, then hold down the Q button, go over to the batarang key, then go out here, aim at him and fire. Would have been a little bit annoying. Break through these windows. Jump through them. There's nothing even in these rooms. No, I didn't like that noise, Kevin. I can reset the camera by going into first-person mode, I've just realised. Now that's a really annoying way of doing it. I'd rather just like a Zelda-style Z key, but as long as it works. Whoop! It's hard to tell what's ground here and what isn't, I'll be honest. Any boys? I think the game is served quite well by having the visual style be based off of the cartoon, because the cartoon had a real simple aesthetic, very clean lines and geometric shapes, very easy to recreate in polygons. I mean, this is what the character looked like in the show. I'm so suspicious of this Mary woman. I feel like this is all an elaborate trap. Now, this is a game for children and I'm an adult, so maybe it's meant to be a mind-blowing twist. Okay, fast-paced music means we might be on a timer here. No, that's batarangs, you idiot! Batarang. That did something. We've got a gun!
You think I'm scared?
I know Batman's against the use of guns, but he could at least try some, like, rubber bullets or something. Wants me to go up there? I was going to go through the doorway, but I guess I'm the dumb one. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing here. Oh, there's a way over there. Oh, the camera's really quite irritating. Hi, boys. It's like Scooby-Doo. By pressing Q key twice, the camera will return to its behind them. Oh! That's so useful. I would never have thought of doing that. I wish you had told me that really front up, so I wouldn't have been as annoyed. No, that doesn't actually do anything different. It just puts you in and out of this quickly. Still fine, whatever. Woo! Wait, I have a guard key too. There we go. What do you want from me now? Where am I going? Help me. What do I do? I'm unsure what you want from me anymore, game. I really assumed it would be over this ledge. Maybe I... Ah! As I get older, I think I'm becoming my mum. Because I remember my mum reacting like that to video games. I didn't. I used to be cooler, I'm sure. Oh, Christ! Oh, Batman. What was that? A lot of the buildings don't really make sense. It's so clunky. It's not unplayable by any means, but it is clunky and weird. If he falls, he is definitely... He's so dead! And I am too! Can I grapple midair? I don't think so. Honestly, that would be too much for the game to handle. I don't even know if I need to fight this guy. I can just do this, right? Yeah. Be smart about things. I'm assuming you run off along this weird gargoyle thing and then go like this. God, I'm good at games. That nearly killed me. Okay, maybe they've made things a little too simple graphically, because a lot of these ledges look weird. It was the year 2000. We can accept this. I love his little sliding shoes. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. You should start carrying a knife.
What you think, Batman?
Oh yeah, I'm very suspicious of her. Is this a boss fight, do we think? Possibly. Ooh, he hurt! Okay, block, and then smash him. Easy. Oh, maybe not as easy. Block, and then smash. God, I'm good at games. You see this? Look how amazing that was! I'm gonna handcuff you as well. Another bomb, do we think?
The Joker's after you.
He's gone. He took my...
Toby?
Yes, Toby, my son. He took my son. He says he'll kill him unless I can pay him $5 million. I don't have that kind of money.
Are you sure he has the boy?
He sent me this. Said if I didn't believe him, he would send...
Take this. Press the button if you're ever in trouble.
I'm kind of in trouble right now, Batman. Help me. How do I get home? We got a score of 6. I have no idea what that means. This is based on a cartoon, specifically The New Batman Adventures, or TNBA, produced by Warner Brothers. TNBA aired for 1 season in 1997 and was basically just a 3rd series and continuation of the earlier Batman the Animated Series, which had ended in 1995 after 85 episodes. It has the same cast, mostly the same staff, same storyline and characters, all part of something called the DC Animated Universe, which was a shared universe of kids' animated comic book shows. It ended in 2019. Some people call it the Timverse, after Batman the Animated Series creator Bruce Timm. Really trying to enunciate those 2 M's. The New Batman Adventures was commissioned because a Superman cartoon had begun airing, and the studio wanted to air more Batman stuff alongside it, and have something they could do crossovers with. The most notable change between the animated series and TNBA is a highly simplified art style, dropping the original's grittier matte painting noir style to put it more visually in line with Superman, as well as making it a lot quicker to produce. There was also a greater focus on side characters like Robin and Batgirl, probably because the writers were sick of writing about Batman, brooding in shadowy corners. A feeling I desperately wish would catch on in Hollywood.
Any evidence that Mary could come up with $5 million?
No way, that's insane.
Joker's insane, but not stupid. He must know something about Mary we don't.
So what do we do?
We play along until we get to the bottom of this.
The transmitter you gave Mary last night. It's coming from Gotham Bridge.
Right.
Just straight back out, no downtime for Batman. Is this Gotham Bridge? I assume this is what the hell did I just press? Oh, if you press F guard key while not in combat, you do a little cloak move, which doesn't seem to do anything. I guess I am right out in the open. It's my fault, really. What are you? Can I do a little jump move up here? I see a little shiny. How would I do a jump move up onto it? Like this. Oh, come on. It might be a secret or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this is. Is this not connected to the ground? It isn't. That's floating above the ground. Ah! Very weirdly, this might be one of the very few games that exists that does unconsciousness properly. I don't know why this was the one they decided to go with. In every stealth game ever, if you knock someone out, they are out for the length of the mission, which could be 8 hours. They are getting very seriously brain damaged after that. They're never going to be the same again. Whereas in this one, after a couple of seconds, they're back. It makes more sense, but it does make it very spooky. Hello, friend. Oh my god, you've got a gun! You've got a gun as well, don't shoot me! Ow. Ow. I'm doing quite poorly. I don't know how the AI is gonna work here. I should probably get away quicker than I am. Stop moaning at me, Kevin. Come on. Oh, come on, that's so annoying. Oh my god, what did I just press? Oh, I think if I press that and then attack, I can do like a little smoke bomb move. These are all things that weren't explained. It's fine. It's emergent gameplay. Oh god! Let's go this way. I have no idea where I'm going. That's the other side of where we were. Where the hell am I? Don't hide! How the hell do I get through here? Where am I going? What am I doing? Handcuff at least one of these men. I don't know how many I have. I think I'm out. That's how many I had. Where do I go from here? He's back up, for Christ's sake! Is that the bat signal that I gave her? I don't know if I need to pick that up before the rest of the game becomes available to me. What if we just go home? This woman isn't worth it. She's clearly involved in some shady business. Toby's probably not even real. Toby's the brand name of methamphetamine she sells. I can't look up a walkthrough for this game. Number one, it's for children, and number two, there's a sense of pride because I wasn't able to beat it as a child. I've only made it a little bit further as an adult. I'm approaching my 30s. What's wrong with me? What's that beeper? I hear it mocking me, but I can't do anything about it. Oh... It's the Junkler!
Then, my dear, you're about $5 million short of motherhood.
That's not a real boy. Yeah, it might be a real boy.
Hey! Batman!
Just standing there, letting this happen. Ooh, cinematic. Oh god, hang on. Leave me alone for a second. I need the back grapple. Where the hell is it? Up here. Run, 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 run. Look at me doing actual fighting tactics. I still barely know how to fight. I can sometimes do a kick. I think if I press space, it'll kick people. I'm very low on health. Oh, thank you, you're so generous.
Who's out there?
That wasn't meant to happen. They're getting burlier and chunkier with every fight. This is a very long series of scaffolding. A boss fight? I wasn't sure that's what happened. Okay. Okay, what exactly do we do here? He's coming in like a wrecking ball. Oh, Jesus! Okay, I hit him. We might have to do this quickly before he destroys everything. Hang on. Batarangs seem like a good thing to do, or maybe... Where is he? He just disappears off into the ether! I don't like this. Maybe I have to wait till he, like, pounds into one of these, like, bait him. Ow. Smash him. Okay, that's easy enough. Although I took a lot of damage there. Oh, he's actually knocking down quite a lot of the area. There we go. Kill him. Smash him. There we go. Boss fight done, I assume.
Toby or not Toby? That is the question.
You look monstrous in this art style.
Aye, there's the
I never liked his redesign.
Batman, save him!
I don't think he's real. We practiced this. Speed up. Oh, God in
Lovely.
heaven. There we go, got him. Easy. Only smashed myself in the face once. What happens now? Do I just dangle here? Am I meant to climb up? I'm genuinely not sure. That's not real. I knew it. I slightly choked on my water. That really got me. I think this might be the only instance of the Joker actually being genuinely funny.
My little booby trap. I don't know how I could ever thank you. You blind as your name.
I knew they were the same voice.
Say goodnight, Batsy.
Careful, Harley. You'll kill him. But nothing.
We have
Oh,
that sort of
my hench,
pseudo-sexual
you catch him,
attraction thing
I
going
kill
on.
him. Less wench, more hench. You molly-coddling little twit. Nobody kills the bat but me. Like so.
I mean, I'm just gonna punch you to death. Well, I'm not to death because of his whole ethics and morals thing, but you know. Oh, God! Get right up in his face. Just kill him. Stop doing this. I'm not doing much to him. He's beating the shit out of me. I'm gonna die. Hang on. Can I run away? Maybe I should be throwing stuff at him. Is there any health kits around? There isn't. That don't do anything to him. That's really bad. Hang on. Back away. I'm gonna die. Ow! Well, that wasn't good. That was surprising. After quickly going into the settings just to see if there was anything I was missing to make that easier, it does appear I have a power move in some way. Also, there's a cheats menu, but I don't know how to activate any of them. Holding E for 1 second does a hammer. I assume it's not an actual hammer, and I'm not just, like, breaking open his face. I assume that's what that bar was that I was confused about earlier.
Not so funny anymore, is it?
Wait, why is he so much easier now?
Harley, a little help here, slugger.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, so now he wants my help. Less wench, she says. More head, she says. You're on your own, pudding.
That Harley.
He's got very
won't
tiny
kill
little
for
hands.
you,
Also,
can't
one
kill
is
without you.
clipping into itself. He is doing quite a lot of damage still.
Yeah, breaking pretty little
I did the hammer! Yes! Kill him! Are you just gonna do this over and over again? Alright, I'll do that. I'll kick you. That might poison me. It's acid, I understand. Ow! That hurts! To escape from a situation where Batman is being restrained, rapidly shake the A and D keys. Am I restrained? Ah! He just beat me to death! Okay, I can do this, but it's surprisingly difficult. Again, I think this game is aimed solidly at children. It's based on a children's show. Maybe I'm just weak. No, don't get acided! Get around behind him. Easier to do then. Ow! I'm gonna die again! AD, 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 AD. It just killed me again! Attempt number 4 is always the one that works, right? That's the saying. I've already gotten down to the next phase without having to use my power move. Ow! Ow! Jesus Christ, stop! There we go, that was better. Ah, if he gets me in the grapple, I am doomed. I am tapping A and D so quickly and it doesn't do anything. Number 5. Number 5. Everybody ready for number 5? I have to say I'm finding the voice clips very grating at this point in the proceedings. Okay, now we're doing okay. Okay, hit him! I'm not doing okay anymore. I can't do it! It won't do the power move anymore! Do the power move, for Christ's sake! It was all going so well.
Mr. J. No can do, Mr. J. Send me a postcard from Arkham.
Oh! Ow! I'm dead again. I'm so close. I'm so close. I can't give up. I'm so close. What's this, number 6? We don't talk about attempt number 6. Attempt number 7. Now that's an attempt. Oh! See, I told you number 7 was the one. Barely. That was more luck than I'd like to admit. Please don't make me do any more. That was already rough. Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm not really sure what just happened there. I clicked some buttons and he got hurt. Batman Vengeance received mixed reviews. It was released on everything at the time, all major consoles, and a PC port a year or so later. The console versions all hover around 70% on Metacritic, with the PC version faring a bit worse at 57%. That's the one I'm playing. It's the one I had as a kid, so I'm sticking with it. No one was hugely glowing about the game, but the reviews generally praise it as maybe being the best Batman game released up to that point, and being a fun, light-hearted action romp with good visuals. The complaints concerning the PC release mainly concerned the camera and controls, with reviewers considering them a significant downgrade from the console versions. PC Gamer gave the PC version a 55% and said, "The camera control can be nightmarish. A couple of driving and flying sequences break up the action, but they're exercises in pure frustration, included I suspect solely to make the game feel longer than it is." GameZone in a 7 out of 10 review said that Batman Vengeance
plunges players into a world of bad camera angles and overwrought control elements.
Computer Games World called the game an unpolished turd, and after encountering game-breaking bugs and control issues, said they had to check the CD to make sure it didn't have beta scrawled on it. That should be a warning to any gamer wanting to plunk down money for this crap. Maybe we just let him fall this time. What do you think, Bruce? Maybe this is the time.
Seems like old times, eh, Bats? You, me, a vat of chemicals?
You're slipping, Joker.
All right, Bats. You win.
What are you doing? Oh, it's another one of these. I find these very obnoxious. Catcher. Ah, well, we're both dead, I'm afraid, because I narrowly missed you. Also, there's water, and we're superheroes. We'll be fine. Oh no, at least it's generous with the save states. Ow. Oh, for God's sake, it's so irritating. Mr. J! What am I hitting? There's nothing on the screen there. Get her. Oh, for God's sake, what am I doing? Is stuff meant to be rendering here? Because I can't see anything. Mr. J! I don't know what I'm missing. There we go. Now we just dangle here for a few minutes.
Murderer.
Harley.
No, leave me alone. I'm through. No more love. No more crime. No more nothing. I'm through.
Fair enough. I had such a crush on Harley Quinn. I think everyone did, right? Fun fact, the cartoon that this game is based on was the origin of Harley Quinn. She wasn't from the comics, but she was so popular that they put her in the comics. And since then, she has become an unbelievably popular character of movies and comics and media of all kinds. However, my hot take, I don't think Harley Quinn has ever been as interesting or good as in the cartoon. I kind of hate every modern interpretation of her, to lesser extents. Some of them are really bad, some of them are fine. I just really like her in that show. Is that the end of that plot? It kind of feels like we wrapped up the game there, doesn't it? The very obvious Joker trap has been foiled and we can deal with it from there.
Brainchild of renowned scientist Isaac Evers, liquid promethium has been over 4 years in the making. Though originally developed for industrial applications, it wasn't long before Evers discovered the compound's medicinal qualities. Promethium represents a new hope for cryogenic research, restoring life to people frozen in...
That's gonna cost so much to replace. It's like when people freak out and break their controllers. I don't understand it. I've never been that angry.
Any news on Harley?
Still nothing. She hasn't left Funny Bone's warehouse since that night on Gotham Bridge. She's acting like the Joker's really dead.
Keep a close eye on her. There's more to this.
Wait, Batman, look at this.
What do you have?
The security system at Gotham Industrial Research. The cameras are failing in sequence, like a blackout traveling from room to room.
Gotham Industrial uses heat imaging. That's not darkness. That's cold.
I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. I'm just gonna go, because I'm cool and mysterious. I'm so aloof.
The facility's been almost entirely evacuated, but it looks like some security guards were flash frozen. They're sealed in blocks of ice, but they're still alive. You've got to save them.
Another fun fact, Mr. Freeze is one of my favourite characters from the cartoon, and they also came up with that characterization, which basically everybody else has taken since then. You know, the backstory of him trying to save his wife, and he's sort of a sympathetic, tragic figure while still being evil. It's quite good. Go watch the show, you'll probably enjoy it. Well, again, it is a kid's show. You can only get so much enjoyment out of it as an adult. But it's good. I don't know about saving people who are trapped in blocks of ice. I think you're pretty much dead at that point. Like, this guy's not going back to his family. You're so dead. You might go back to your family, but they're not going to recognize you. In 10 years, your children will be in therapy. It all started when my dad came back from work one day. He was a security guard at an industrial plant. Something had happened. We weren't really told about it when we were kids, but all he would do was sit and stare off into the distance after that. He wasn't the same. He couldn't even remember our names. It put a lot of strain on the marriage, and so after a couple of years, my mum left. We never saw her again. I was angry, but looking back, I don't know if I blame her. We became his primary caregivers as teenagers. He couldn't even go to the bathroom by himself. The worst thing is, about 5 or 6 years after it happened, when he died, I think all we felt was relief. I've never really been able to forgive myself for it. Ooh, it's an ice woman! You need to be wearing some trousers if you're that cold. I get that you're going for a specific look, but your legs must be freezing. Are you even angry at me? Yes, you are. I should have realized this. I mean, if it helps, you are definitely pulling off the outfit. It looks great. I love the boots. However, you look freezing. Should I handcuff you? We'll see. How do I go through here? There we go, I just have to wait for a while. The model was still loaded in, I assume. I like the ice effects and everything. Again, for 2000, this looks lovely.
Show me Isaac Evers or nobody gets out of here alive.
A lot of emotion in that voice.
That girl. Mr. Freeze is looking for a doctor named Isaac Evers. Find everything you can on him.
The Promethium guy? I remember him from television. A chemist, I think. I'll see what I can find.
I can't remember at what point in the lore this is, because I believe the reason that Batgirl... I believe the reason that Batgirl is doing all this computer stuff is she might be paralyzed? It's been a while since I've watched this show, and I dislike comic books quite a lot. I don't really know a lot of the extended stuff. My relationship with Batman the Animated Series is the exception rather than the rule. It's very, very difficult to get me to care at all about a piece of superhero media. I sort of blame Marvel for it, because the MCU I was never particularly into, and it got so bad. A lot like zombies, I feel like superhero awareness reached critical mass and then just kept going like a freight train. Still going, just less. For a while it felt like no other movies would ever come out, but now at least it's eased off. It's like in an ecological sense, when a predator kills way too much of the prey, can't maintain the ecosystem, the balance is gone. I think this game could really benefit from context-dependent buttons, and it has that a little bit. If I press F right now, it goes into a little hide stance or like a shield or something. If I do it in combat, it blocks. Menu for this thing is miserable. If you're only going to have certain sections where I can do the bat grapple instead of having it open world like this, just have it automatic. If I tap the Q button, it just grapples. Also give me camera control. That would make this so much more pleasant to play. And it's not unpleasant to play, but the fact that I have to go into this mode to look around is very annoying. I want to stay third person. Okay, I see the puzzle here, by the way. There's ladders around. Oh, that was not good. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not dead. Alright, I'm just bold. Yeah, I know you're angry. That was a very gravelly voice you just used. Oh! Okay, well, she's dead, sorry. Maybe Batman just doesn't realize that not everyone has the same skills as him. Like, some people are just going to die when they fall from a large height. There we go. I'm never quite sure in this game how far I can jump before it will just give up and I fall into the abyss. As much as I think the Arkham Batman games have flaws, I think they work in a very particular way, and that is everything feels very fluid and smooth, and that's something that this lacks. Everything's very cumbersome in this. Feels like playing Morrowind. A key. Lovely. Did I need a key at any point? Genuinely not sure. Oh, come on! Oh, that's made me very upset. This took a while. The thought of navigating anywhere is a little annoying. There we go. Please never make me do that again. That was really irritating. Oh, I like that title screen. The art style in this is fantastic. It does mostly work. The simple, low-poly style of the gameplay, the title cards being very nice and art deco, it's all good. What the hell am I doing in here? This is looking quite Half-Life 1.
Who's out there?
Me! Hi! I don't think this outfit was even designed as a dress. I think it was designed as a top. Smash! I hate computers! Honestly, after the ordeal that I went through to get this game running, I also hate computers too now. I'm on a computer easily 8 to 10 hours a day. They make me miserable. Can I get up here? Just do a quick little jump? Come on, Batman. Come on. It's me, your old pal. Come on, there we go. This door requires a key, of course it does. In many ways, this feels like quite a relaxed game. Outside of the actual fights, there's very little fast-paced gameplay. Like, you don't even run very fast, ignore the cape. I now look like I'm at a barber's, but whatever. I think that's honestly because of the controls. Like, I feel like this game should be a bit quicker than it is. And I don't think Batman does need to be quick. I like the idea of Batman being quite investigative, but this isn't that either. This isn't him solving mysteries. This is him running through levels, punching things. This has no detective work whatsoever. It's all chases and fights. In many ways, sort of a prototype for the Arkham games. Pick up the key. Oh, the detection on the items is a little bit wonk. Is that a word that people use? There's a Game Boy Advance version of this game. I love this sort of thing. Sort of. Studios used to do it all the time. They'd push out what is essentially a completely different game under the same title and branding for the handheld market. It's divided up into side-scrolling platformer beat-em-up gameplay, broken up with top-down chase scenes and some puzzles. It looks like this. It has the same story as the other releases, with screenshots of the cutscenes standing in for any videos, and got a similar, generally warmish reception to the main version, outside of the PC reviews, as we've seen. Maybe this is one of the very few games I would consider requiring a remake. I'm not requiring, because that's putting it too far, but I think it could benefit from modern control systems and UI. Well, the UI is fine, it's just this nonsense, really. This nonsense is a nightmare. It's Mr. Freeze! And a meh, I thought he was wearing a voluminous skirt.
Hope, Miss Evers, will never warm cold blood. Only wrath could even stir it. Why did you send me this video?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Batman, kill him.
Oh, I thought he was asking me to kill him for a second. No, fair enough. Oh, it's just 3 boys. This is nothing. I've even got my power fist up. I don't think it's called the power fist, but I can't remember what it's actually called. Okay, you're being very irritating. No guns for you. It's not as easy as I was expecting it to be, actually. Hang on. I need to get away. Hang on. That's not how you get away. I keep trying to hit space to run away, but it just kicks people. There. And everybody stop for a second. I don't think I have many bat cuffs. I've got bat cuffs. Never mind. Get cuffed, nerds. This is a boss fight. Oh, don't make me do a boss fight! AD, AD, AD. I mean, this is like a pharmaceutical guy. I don't really care if you take him. He could be one of the nice ones, I don't know. I wonder if that was a forced loss. Oh, that is a long old time. I had no chance of escaping that Joker death grip before. No, no! They're introducing a new gameplay mode now. Press the E key to fire electrical spikes, space to fire the engine boost, Q to fire electrical pods. I don't know what the difference between pods and spikes is. Press A and D while holding the F key to roll. I've already forgotten some of this, we'll figure it out. Jesus Christ, it's inverted as well. Am I meant to catch him? I'm not sure! Oh god! This is gonna be brutal. Woo! Sorry. I didn't mean to be that loud. I have no idea if I'm doing the right thing or not. Oh god! Damn it! Oh, thank god there's checkpoints midway. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much, game. I had no idea you were this pleasant. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's boys around! Christ! What are you?! Ow. Okay, now it's all coming up Millhouse. It's gotta be close to the end now, surely. I'm taking so much damage! Oh my god, it's like playing Pepsi Man, but with a worse soundtrack. I'm so miserable. I don't know if I should even be trying to damage him. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, down! Oh! It's the inverted controls. I hate inverted controls. I've said that so many times in this series. However, on a controller, I can sort of puzzle it out because it's meant to replicate a flight stick or whatever. On a keyboard, it's deranged. Oh! Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm getting close. It's not a fun close. Keep down low. Burst into some trucks if you need to. Ow, please stop it. I've been here for about 10 minutes. Okay. Yes! No more, please. Oh, it's exactly the same, isn't it? He's got a shield up. I really shouldn't bother. It's a fool's gambit to try and fight him, or really, any of his minions. Oh, that one was so much easier. It's kind of working. Where the hell am I now? Hell? That doesn't seem good. Maybe I have to roll? I don't know. This feels like a boss fight that I wasn't anticipating. Roll. That doesn't help! The rolling does nothing! Hit them! I'm dying. Ow. Am I hurting him at all? I don't know what the pods do. I appeared to be hitting him at the end there. I think his shield is nearly down. His shield is down. Now just pepper him. Woo! Keep getting him peppered. It's so hard to aim. That's not good. That's not good enough. Is it? It might be. He's on fire. It might be good. It's good enough! That's just what I aim for in life. It's good enough. Oh. Thank you for not making me dive for him. That's very generous of you.
I guess I'll live.
Freeze had a videotape in his hand. He didn't seem happy about it.
A publicity tape for Prometheum.
Unsolicited
I've got no
dick
idea
pics
how
from
that
scientists.
madman got a hold of it.
Freeze will try again. Go someplace safe.
Yeah, I'll move everything to my private laboratory in the basement. It's got tighter security.
Tight enough to stop Freeze?
I've got a grant from the Wayne Foundation. I can afford the best.
Who's Wayne? He sounds really cool.
Why would Evers lie to you?
Maybe he's trying to hide the real source of his money. Let's take a look at his financial records.
This is
but
very
I won't send
shady.
remotely. I'd need access to Gotham Industrial's data center.
That can be arranged.
This is not legal. I know that's kind of your whole thing. This is very shady to do. You can't just go looking into people's bank records. I'd be so angry.
There should be 3 main data hubs. If you deactivate the locks on each one, I can try to hack Evers' files.
I think that's more than enough for a video. As we hang out in the bathroom for a while. Oh, can you imagine going to the bathroom in this suit? It's all skin-tight lycra and no zips. This would be miserable. I don't know how he even puts this on. It could be completely bare under that underwear section. He could just drag that to the side. I'm not really sure what's going on in there. How do we think this holds up from when I was a kid? Well, I didn't experience much of it as a kid. But this seems fine. This seems like the definition of fine. It's a fairly generic, action-y, beat-em-up game. Shoot the glowing crystals 3 times to free the prisoners, that kind of thing. It's not exactly a revolution. However, it's fine, it's competent, it looks really good, it sounds pretty good when you can actually hear the voices. Fun fact, I will have been boosting every one of the voiced sections in post for you, which is an annoying thing for me to have to do, but otherwise they were way too quiet, even at max volume. But the performances are decent, music's good, flying section was miserable, some of the gliding sections are also miserable. My god, the controls and the camera. It's one of the worst cameras I've played with recently, and the controls are iffy and clunky. Not unplayable by any means, but clunky as hell. I can only assume they're slightly better on the console versions. I'm sure 6-year-old me would have been able to gain some enjoyment out of this. Probably wouldn't have loved it, because even at the time, I was playing stuff like Half-Life 1, which is way better and way easier to control and way more fluid and self-explanatory than anything in this. This almost feels like a relic of another time, but I think this is just what all licensed games were. You don't really see as many licensed games anymore, like, oh, a new blockbuster film has come out. Here's the game of the film.
The door just locked itself behind
Oh
me.
god, a
What's going
time
on?
section. Absolutely not. If there's one thing thing I hate in video games. It's timed sections.
It's Freeze. His goons have planted freeze bombs all over the facility. You don't have much time.
We have to stop him before he gets his hands on Evers.
Well, that's not happening. I'm not spending 15 minutes dismantling bombs. That's what I mean. This is what every licensed game kind of is. Collect these things to open the doors, to disarm the bombs, to, you know, it's all very generic. But it's fine. It does it relatively well. I feel like I'm going back and forth even in my outro here. It's fine. There's things about it that are incredibly frustrating, but it's okay. I think this is perfectly playable and maybe even enjoyable if you're in a certain mood. It was more interesting to me as a sort of pseudo-nostalgia trip. It's something that I have a little bit of a connection with as a child, but not really because I only got about 20 minutes in. My brain simply wasn't able to withstand these controls. Also, if it was as difficult to get running from the disc as it was to get running from the disc image, God knows why I even bothered. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can watch plenty more on the channel. Everything of the past few months is in this sort of style, and they're all pretty good if I do say so myself. You can also become a member of this channel if you really like it. For only €1 a month, you get access to weekly exclusive videos, which are shorter videos with less research, but it's me playing even more obscure, weird, tiny games. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, go for it. They're also ad-free, which is nice. I stream on Twitch, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Discord. Check out the description for all those links, as well as a link to the game. This seems to work absolutely fine for everybody else in the world, so it'll probably work fine on your machine too. Feel free to download it if you also have some misplaced nostalgia. Regardless of what you do, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye!